The following program is produced entirely by the television production students of Southeast High School, in partnership with Kaiser University, and by the medical experts at Intercoastal Cardiology of Sarasota, and by the financial advisors at Mott & Associates in Bradenton.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of The Right Direction, the program that informs you what is happening in and around Southeast High School. I'm Neeraj.
And I'm Brittany. Everything you will see on The Right Direction is produced entirely by the students of the Career Television Program of Southeast High School, also known as SETV.
As we approach the holiday season, a Seminole Glee Club is hard at work getting ready for the winter concert and various caroling events around Bradenton. We'll have choir director Michelle Norman-Webb and members of this outstanding group in the studio to bring us some music.
And recently, two of our athletic teams, the Boys Golf Team and the Cross Country Team, finished their fall seasons. We sent some of our SETV reporters out to take a look at these great athletes, and we'll have their reports.
We'll have all of that and much more, so stay right there.
And remember that when you set your compass to Southeast,
you're headed in
the right direction.
From the many organizations on campus, Southeast High School is specifically renowned for our outstanding involvement in the arts. In fact, in recent years, our choir program has drawn specific attention because of their growing size. Today, we have a member of the Southeast's choir to describe to us what it is they do here in the Seminole Nation. With us today is the director of the chorus program, Michelle Norman-Webb. Mrs. Norman-Webb has achieved her master's in opera from the National Music Conservatory in Paris, France. This is her 5th year teaching at Southeast. Hello and welcome to The Right Direction.
Thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure.
Great. I'm glad that you're here. All right, so tell me about the scope of the choir program here at Southeast. What do you guys do in your classes?
Well, I have two separate classes for chorus. I have a beginning group which has first, second, third, and some fourth year students, which is my beginning group, my entry-level group. And then I also have my advanced group, which is about 30 students. My entry-level group has almost 50 students in it, and combined we have about 85 students in my actual chorus classes. Unfortunately, due to scheduling, about 40 students were unable to get into chorus this year, so I'm hoping to get that changed for next year.
So it seems like you have a variety of things that you teach in your classes. What's the difference between a beginner's class and an advanced class?
Okay. The beginner's class is somebody who has not normally been in choir before, or who has only had minimal experience in a chorus, and I go through basic what's it like to be in choir, how do you have to stand, how do you have to learn your music, how do you read music. Those students that are in my advanced group already can read music. And so obviously we go at a much faster pace for those students.
All right, and so you briefly mentioned that you had over like 40 kids that couldn't join your classes. What else can they do?
Well, I have about 40 of those, actually about 30 of them have joined Glee Club, so I'm very excited about that. We have a lot of opportunities. This past October for homecoming, I had about 50 students singing at the homecoming game, so that was a lot of fun. And we also have some other opportunities coming up for caroling in the village. They're able to do that, and also I have coming up the spring show for them as well. So there's a lot of opportunities for those that couldn't get into chorus because of their scheduling not permitting that extra elective. But I'm hoping it'll still keep them singing so that they'll eventually be able to get enrolled into choir for next year.
All right, and so why do you like singing so much? What made you want to teach this to other students?
What made me want to teach? I actually fell into teaching by accident. It's all because of my daughter. And I ended up teaching kindergarten before I actually came to Southeast. And I love it. I want to show students that it's possible to be a performer and still teach and do what you love to do. And I want students to be able to share my passion for singing and just enjoying music.
Right, and so you mentioned that you have a glee club and a choir club, and they do a lot of other performances. Well, so then, since some of our choir kids are here today, let's hear what some of the holiday tunes that they have for us. Wow, what a show. That was just fantastic, spectacular.
Thank you, thank you. I'm very proud. They've been working hard.
Right, so if I want to see more of this, what other events can I go to see our amazing choir club sing?
Well, in December we have quite a few concerts coming up. We have Caroling in the Village for those when we spoke earlier about Glee Club. That's Caroling in the Village, which is a Bradenton annual event. And last year we sang with a rock band and a quartet, and it was quite diverse. We also have the winter concert coming up where we're performing with the band, and I have some of my keyboard students performing some solos. The 15th, my students that'll be going to Busch Gardens and singing at the Marrakech Theater.
Wow.
This is our 4th year to sing there, and it's been a great help in helping to build my program, because who doesn't like to ride roller coasters, right? And sing. So they get to sing at Busch Gardens, and then we also are singing, those students are doing their kind of their rehearsal for Busch Gardens on the 15th for the VPA performance, which we have for Academy Day. And then they're singing on the 21st, and then we have Carnegie Hall coming up.
Oh wow, you guys have quite a list.
Yes.
So tell me more about the winter concert. What is that?
Okay, our winter concert will be done in conjunction with the band. We're not actually doing any pieces together, but we like joining forces because it's such a wonderful time of year. Then we'll be singing some of the pieces that you heard just a few minutes ago. And like I said, some of my piano students, first, second, and third years, will also be playing kind of in between when we're setting up between the chorus and the band to sing. It's going to be a festive time for all, and there's something for everyone on that program.
Well, I know I want to go to that. And you mentioned Carnegie Hall. That's quite impressive. So how did you guys get that?
It was quite a rigorous audition process. They had called me, the organizers from Carnegie Hall had called me this past April asking me if we were interested, and I had sent them a preliminary recording back in May of this year, and they said, great, we'd love to have you perform. I had to pinch myself a couple of times because I was like, really? Okay, that sounds great. And then I just got the official letter on November 4th that we are on, and we are singing on April 23rd at Carnegie Hall with a guest conductor using the Octavo series through Heritage World Strides.
Well, it seems like choir is just full of exciting people, diverse songs, and you guys seem ready just to take on the world. Well, I just want to thank you for being here and sharing all this wonderful information with us.
Well, thank you so very much for the opportunity to have us sing for you today. It's a pleasure.
Stay right there. We'll be right back with much more that you won't want to miss right after this very important public service announcement.
SCTV is proud to recognize Mott & Associates as an important partner of the Television Career Technology program of Southeast High School. Mott & Associates is one of the premier financial advisory firms in the Bradenton-Sarasota area. The association is made even more special because Mike Mott, president and CEO of Mott & Associates, is a graduate of Southeast.
Mott & Associates is very proud to be a supporter of Southeast High School and SCTV, especially the fact that I am a Southeast alumni. When my wife and I started our financial planning practice more than 33 years ago, one of our visions was to support the local community in which I grew up. As a lifelong resident of Bradenton, I am very proud to call this area my home. Today, we serve hundreds of local residents in a variety of ways, including financial planning, tax preparation, tax planning, retirement planning, and many more facets of a holistic wealth management firm. We choose to work with and support the dedicated team of students at SCTV because of their commitment to and their drive toward excellence, and they're doing a great job. And good luck to all the Southeast High School athletic teams and that special team, SCTV. Go Noles!
The Southeast student body increased in size drastically the last 2 years. Because of this increase, a third lunch period was added, and the 3 student lunch periods are 30 minutes long. We wanted to find out if the Seminole Nation believes that this is enough time for students to eat and get their food. So Alex Kumar and Aiden Carrington went out to see how the Noles feel about this length of the lunch periods. Here's what they discovered in this edition of Seminole Forum.
Southeast High School has a 30-minute lunch period in which students have to eat. They have 5 minutes to get to the lunch, just like a regular class period. The 30 minutes also includes the time to buy and eat lunch. We took our SCTV cameras out to see how students and staff felt about the 30-minute lunch period. This is what we discovered on this edition of Seminole Forum.
I think the 30-minute lunch period is perfect because it gives us enough time to get through the lines, get our food, and nobody's actually rushing to finish their food. Everybody has just the right amount of time, and we get out with a little bit extra time left over.
Half of the population of the school, if not more than that, have to wait in a line to buy lunch. And if there's only, say, like 2 lines maximum, it's going to take quite a long time for them, even the people, like, say, at the beginning of the line to get their lunch. So that's already shortening the 30 minutes you have to eat lunch.
I think we give you guys way too much time. We're trying to teach you real life. And you'll just see, most of us, real life is eat and run. So I think you guys should have to eat your lunch in between classes.
I don't believe 30 minutes is long enough for us to be able to go through the lunch line, eat, hang out with our friends, and be able to study for other class periods.
Too many people in the lunchroom. So I think that we should have a longer lunch period, even though it will make the school day longer.
Apparently, the students and staff of Southeast High School have varying opinions on the 30-minute lunch period. I'm Alex for Southeast High School and SCTV.
Most of you know that one of the premier sports in the fall is the mighty Seminole football team. However, there are other autumn teams competing that don't get the recognition that our football team does. So we sent out 4 of our SCTV reporters to show you what great athletes Southeast has battling during the first few months of the school year. Quinn Carrington and Kyle Jewell followed the boys golf team, and Janet Worthman and Niraj Patak spent some time with the cross-country teams. We know you'll see that the Seminole Nation has indeed got some outstanding and dedicated athletes in all of the sports. And we know that you will enjoy seeing both teams in action in this edition of Seminole Sports Focus.
Southeast High School has several excellent athletic programs with promising athletes who work hard to achieve excellence. One of these teams is the Southeast High School Golf Team, a group of young stars who have a passion for the sport.
I believe that people should join golf because it's a sport that's kind of underrated. People see it, they're like, oh, it's easy, it's boring. It really isn't boring. There's a lot of strategic play in it, and you're never really bored while playing it. And it's just a great way to get out in the sun, be healthy, and just have fun.
Not only is golf a fun and engaging sport to play, but it is also a mental and strategic game. Golf provides an outlet for students that allows them to relax and helps relieve the stress caused by intense schoolwork.
Well, we practice 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, go to the course that we have to go to. Normally it's on our home course, which is the River Club. We practice for about half an hour on the driving range, and then we can go putt or anything else. Playing golf gives you kind of an outlet to relax more.
Even with the long hours the golfers put into the sport, they are constantly improving their technique and still have much to learn. Mr. Funderburg serves as the coach for the golf team and advises them on technique and helps them to become better golfers.
Coach Funderburg helps with planning the matches and coordinating the events. I was just starting out, new to the sport, and he helps me fix my swing. You focus more on your individual stats rather than a team stats, and then together it kind of builds as a whole.
As you can see, the Southeast Golf Team is a proud addition to our school and should be here for many years to come. I'm Quinn for Southeast High School and SCTV.
Cross-country runners participate in 3.1-mile runs through rough ground. This challenges them both physically and mentally. Through these challenges, runners grow and bond, struggles benefiting the team and bringing them closer.
Cross country is a 5K or 3.1 miles, and usually it's over a rough terrain. Cross country has given me the strength to keep on going.
After 23 years of coaching track and field, Coach Triangular Martin became our cross-country coach here at Southeast. Coach Martin, also known as Coach Tran, is an enthusiastic runner and dedicates a lot of her time to making our runners successful.
I've been running all my life. I enjoy running. And I coached track and field all the way up until 2012. From 93, I've been coaching. I got with cross country in 2013. A lot of these kids run, they like to run. It's fun for them. A lot of them want to pursue running. In order to run cross country, you have to like the sport.
One of the responsibilities of the cross country captains is to make sure the athletes are warmed up and to ensure they reach their goals. The captains are a crucial part of the team as they take charge to keep the team in shape.
As captain of the cross country team, I motivate people, whether it be at meets or out on the track. I get them started with our 2 laps and our stretching and our basic warm-up, but most importantly, I just keep them motivated and try and push them to reach their goals, because everybody has individual goals, and I just try and make sure we all achieve those.
As you can see, the cross country program means a lot to the students of Southeast. I'm Neeraj for Southeast High School and SETV.
Traffic signs. Traffic signs that we see every day. Traffic signs that protect our children to and from school. But a traffic sign cannot stop a moving vehicle traveling at 20 miles per hour. It only takes a split second of distraction, a cell phone, a cup of coffee, to render a traffic sign useless.
This is Wyatt. Wyatt was not captain of the football team. He did not graduate at the top of his class. He did not grow up to be the most loving husband, or even the best father. He did not grow up to be any of these things, because when Wyatt was 6, he was hit by a car that ran a red light. Pay attention when you drive.
That's all the time we have for today. We want to thank you for watching.
And we want to thank Mrs. Norman Webb and the members of the Glee Choir for joining us in the studio today.
We hope that you've enjoyed the program as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you.
And we hope that you will join us the next time that we show you what's happening in and around Southeast High School.
If you'd like to find out how to choice coming to Southeast and becoming a part of the SETV vocational television program,
or if you would like to become a business partner of SETV, simply call Southeast High School at 741-3366, extension 2102.
If you'd like to watch this show again or see any of the other programs and sporting events that we have produced this year, simply Google search SETV YouTube.
You can also find out more about the SETV program by liking our Facebook page at facebook.com/SEHS Television.
So until next time, I'm Neeraj.
And I'm Brittany.
And remember that when you set your compass to Southeast,
you're headed in
the right direction.